Hey people, welcome back to YT News. This video describes why SJWs hate Tom Brady. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Number 5. Winning during Black History Month. One of the actual complaints that people have had about Tom Brady is that he won the latest Super Bowl during Black History Month. There were multiple tweets agonizing over this. Some of them think that it was racist that Tom Brady won the trophy in the month when black people are celebrated and their history is remembered. Well, the reality is that Tom Brady has nothing to do with Black History Month, and his winning the Super Bowl didn't even have the slightest impact on the cultural significance of that month. This is one of the reasons why social justice warriors are resented by a vast amount of people. These people look for any sort of excuse or situation to label a person as being racist or unfair.
Also branded racist for being victorious over a black quarterback during Black History Month. Yeah, really. Tom Brady winning during Black History Month is so racist. Ain't no way Tom Brady winning 7 Super Bowls during Black History Month ain't racist. Really, Tom Brady? During Black History Month? There were literally hundreds, if not thousands, of these tweets.
Number 4. Mirror to Colin Kaepernick. Tom Brady is often seen as the polar opposite of another famous football player, Colin Kaepernick. Some years ago, Colin decided to take a stand against racial injustice and started kneeling during the national anthem. This was seen by the world as bringing politics into sports. He was condemned for his actions and was thrust out of the NFL world. But when Tom Brady expressed his support for President Trump, those same people who berated Colin stayed silent. People hate Tom Brady for this reason. They think that he wasn't persecuted or ushered out due to the fact that he was Caucasian and Colin was hated due to being black.
It also serves as a mirror to Colin Kaepernick, a total failure propped up by millions in corporate Nike sponsorship money, a company that literally lobbies against legislation to ban slave labor. So woke. Brady represents everything the system despises: Christian, dignified, morally upstanding, incorruptible. He's like holding up a cross to a vampire. He's a throwback, a hero like they used to make them. A positive role model in a society full of manufactured fakes and inauthentic sellouts.
Number 3. Not wearing a mask. Another piece of news that recently inflamed the social justice warriors was that Tom Brady was spotted walking in the stadium without a mask. Twitter lost its collective mind over that. Some people blamed his intelligence to the Trump administration as the reason for not wearing that mask, which could be true. Even the niece of the vice president of the US expressed her apprehension about the fact that Tom wasn't covering his face. Some people on Twitter even ended up connecting 2 extremely unrelated topics with each other. They said that he wasn't wearing a mask due to the fact that he only had white people as his friends. The minds of SJWs work in mysterious ways. Number 2. Not talking politics. During the recent months, Tom Brady has stayed silent regarding his views on national politics. This is yet another reason why some people on the left despise him. They think that the simple act of choosing not to talk about politics is somehow wrong. The social justice warriors want each and every person to talk about politics, and more often than not, they want people's views to lean towards their own side.
Well, sit down, losers, because he's got 7 Super Bowls and all you've got is a bit of dopamine for your cringe, whiny tweets. As Dave Blount writes, the left-wing piranhas comprising the media would love for Brady to denounce his friend so they could revel in his submission and humiliation. They wouldn't mind for him to defend Trump so they could feature Brady for the 2 minutes hate. But just keeping his mouth shut on the grounds that athletes should not have to justify their political views to ideological bullies is not acceptable. So USA Today attacks in the most vicious way liberals can conceive of by denouncing him for being Caucasian.
Number 1. White privilege. One of the main reasons why some social justice warriors hate Tom Brady is due to the perceived white privilege. They think that just because his skin color is white, he has some sort of an unfair advantage in the football world. The fact is that he has been one of the most consistent football players in the NFL. He's considered by many to be the best player in the history of the NFL, and this is supported by his record 7 Super Bowl wins in the league. so the white privilege argument doesn't really hold any water. These were some of the reasons why SJWs love to hate on Tom Brady and his success in the world of football. While his political views may be controversial and contentious, he has the right to freedom of speech and can support whoever he chooses. Well, that's about it for today. We will soon be seeing you in another video.